Hi everyone, welcome to Cheltenham Chart, episode 12, and I don't know if people are watching my personal bets on these videos. They've probably given up by now because Epatante not declared last week and Florian Porter now looking a doubt for the Stairs hurdle this week. Thankfully, the video bets, which I do tend to put quite a large stake on, I haven't had any of those yet this season, and I am extremely thankful for that. The results for the previous 5 seasons can be seen at the end of the video, and we've had 5 fantastic seasons of it. Judged on my personal bets this season, I wouldn't be betting on making it a 6, though. Yeah, another hammer blow to go Epatante and tell me something, girl. Getting on to last week. I'm not really going to say much about Gaelic Warrior because he's a bit of a Marmite horse. A lot of people think he's going to win at the festival, or what race is he going to win? And others think he's nowhere near the standard to win at Cheltenham. And I really don't have much view on Gaelic Warrior. I think he may fall short in a Grade 1. But for me, he's not a horse I want to spend a lot of time on. I wouldn't be looking to bet him until his target became apparent, and at the moment he's just a horse who's won 2 nice races this season. He's won well, you can't crab anything he's done, but at the moment I wouldn't be looking at him for a Cheltenham Grade 1 novice hurdle. The finishing line lads Sean and Tom are in clover this week. After both putting up, it's only me for the bumper. A flawless display. Came there absolutely cruising and romped away for Patrick Mullins, and I'm sure he was very impressed by this horse. And for me, I'd hoped that Patrick was impressed and that he'll ride this horse in the champion bumper, because I don't really want him anywhere near my own horse. But you couldn't crib anything the horse did. I would say, though, remember that horses like Appreciate It and Kilcrat have won looking pretty similar to this at the Dublin Racing Festival and not won the bumper. It's not an easy race to win. I'm not totally sold on the opposition, that it's only me beaten here. And 4-1 is a bit skinny, but it's churlish to be picking holes in it. It was a great performance. It was one of the best performances we've seen from a bumper horse this season, probably up there with what Queen's Gamble did and also what Facile Mode did. But you still wonder, where do they go next? Do they go straight to the festival with the horse as the favourite for the bumper, or do they look for another race somewhere for more experience, perhaps in a tougher race? Like I say, I've already nailed my colours to the mast with my bet. I haven't put it up as a video bet, but everyone knows that I've been keen on a horse since the start of the season, and I was none too impressed with Patrick Mullins' ride on it when it ran, so I'll gladly be letting him not have another go. Then we'll get on to Thurles at the weekend. Thurles' big card of the season, and 4 performances to talk about. Allegorie di Vassi. I was not really impressed by the jumping right, if I'm truthful. Given an absolute freebie again. And how these mares Grade 2s can be so poor races that horses are just running in them to get a handicap mark, because nobody's going to tell me that Bride's Hill is running to her absolute merits in these races. She's picking up good prize money, and I'm sure once she gets a mark for a handicap, she'll be a different proposition. Allegorie di Vassi, the jumping out right, really, I don't like it. I prefer Impervious of the 2 novices, but they're going to have to go in against proven graded horses, open graded horses, mares in the final at Cheltenham. And for me, I'd be holding fire, and I certainly wouldn't be taking the odds that are available at the moment. Fakir Dudiri won the Kinloch Bray. I think he was probably beaten by Hot on Colours when that horse came down at the last. He's won and he's been capped for the Ryanair, but I'm not convinced he'd have won this race. And I think it's a little bit of an overreaction to cap him for the Ryanair. I certainly wouldn't be backing him to beat Allaho should Allaho run. There was a stunning performance by Embassy Gardens in the Moriarty. I was really impressed. I'm not convinced this was a race that you'd be like previous editions of the race, but it's hard to crib the winner. This was a stunning performance. He hasn't looked this good so far this season, but this was a really taking performance. He's shot himself right up into second favourite for the Albert Bartlett, and it was hard to knock anything he's done. Really, really nice performance. A few horses in behind perhaps didn't run their race. Certainly the two Gordon Elliott horses didn't seem to run at all well. I will admit, talking about Ferns Lock, when he won his first Hunter Chase, I was really, really impressed. I was one of the only people that talked about the horse at the time. In fact, I don't know any other videos that did mention him. I was really impressed with him again today. I did, for a change, had a fairly hefty swipe at Ferns Lock today. I didn't think Billoway would have much chance of beating this up-and-coming Hunter Chaser on his first start. I think Ferns Lock could be a bit of a real deal. I wonder if he's better than a Hunter Chaser in truth. I wonder if this horse could go to graded races. I didn't think he jumped as well as he did at Fairyhouse, but he fairly routed Billoway in this race. He's taken him to the cleaners, and I think with a better jumping display, I don't know if Billoway can turn this form round after a run. I really don't, because I don't even think that Ferns Lock was anywhere near full out here. I think he's got more to give, and I think he can beat Billoway again. The big question for a 6-year-old is this horse going to go to Cheltenham this season? The sort of vibes after his first race were that he wasn't going to go to Cheltenham. But is David Christie going to give up the chance of having two bows in the string with Vosselet and Ferns Lock? Of the two, I'd prefer Ferns Lock, if I'm truthful. So yeah, Ferns Lock would be a huge, huge horse for me at Cheltenham, should he run. But he's a 6-year-old. It may not be the plan this season. He looks way better than a Hunter Chaser to me. I really like this horse, but you can't back him not knowing if he's definite to go to Cheltenham or not. But for me, I'd back him over the favourite, and I'd back him over Billoway as well. I think he's a really nice horse, and he's my big takeout of the week. I was impressed with him first time. I was deeply impressed again today, and I think he's got more to give, because I don't think he jumped that well today. So Ferns Lock, the big takeout of this week. Obviously, huge well done to the boys in the finishing line for digging out It's Only Me for the bumper. And hopefully Patrick will ride the horse, like I say. So thanks for watching another shorter edition this week, but they will get bigger, especially around the Dublin Racing Festival and as we build up to Cheltenham. So thanks for watching. Have a great week. Bye for now.